Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy. This is Coffee with Ken. Pardon me, you're gonna have to bear with me. About 30 seconds from waking up from a blissful sleep in bed. So be patient with me today. But yeah, this is Coffee with Ken. It is what day is it? It must be Wednesday morning. It is October 11th, and this is going to be my worst show yet, 6:15. Happy Wednesday. This is a little show I've been doing for quite some time, and it's a show about me talking, and it's a show about me sharing some feelings, and sharing some ups and downs, and sharing some sleepy moments, some highly caffeinated moments, some wide awake moments, some running around the house screaming moments, and some moments where I feel like I still should be laying in bed, cuddling under my cover. It's a show that I've been doing for a long time. It's a show that I've done in various editions and various types, and it's a show I have a lot of fun with. It's a show that's important to me, and it's a show that I've been working on and transitioning to on a full-time basis over the last 4.5 years. And when I started doing this, I had no idea that this was where my path was going to take me. I started doing this 4.5 years ago when I was living in a dark apartment, and I had a lot of bad thoughts in my head, and I was feeling sad and lonely and out of sorts and frustrated and kind of angry at myself and kind of angry at the world. And I don't know. I realized talking about my stuff made me feel a little better. So I started talking on camera and having fun with it. But anyway, you guys know, for those who've been watching a while, you guys know, this isn't just a show about me talking. And for those who've been watching a while, you know, it is also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. We've gotten a little fancier over the last 4.5 years. The location of my show has changed many, many times. Sometimes I'll have my dog Holly with me. Sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll have that picture behind me. Sometimes I'll have a picture of a golf course in Scotland. But my hope is that the content is fairly consistent, whatever that means. And it always puts a smile on a face, and I hope it puts a smile on your face as well. So anyway, as I was saying, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me, and I am so excited to take my first sip at, I don't know, it's a pretty late hour. I slept in. Wasn't even going to do this show, to be honest with you. But I was coerced with pre-made coffee. And my studio was set up and ready to go, so here I am. But anyway, I'm excited to take my first sip, and I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Hold on, I had to take a second for a sip. I didn't make this coffee, and I'm just waking up, and I'm feeling so fuzzy a brain. And before I took my first sip, I'm going, I can't smell it. I wonder what type of coffee it is. What's going on? What am I about to drink? And it honestly took the coffee-gasm away from that first sip. And here I am 2 sips in, laughing and chuckling, going, I don't even know what type of coffee it is, but I do know that it's good. So I'm going to have one more sip, and I won't tell you. Anyway, it's kind of funny because that used to be, or that's part of this show, whatever that is, me taking my first sip. I'm a guy that loves coffee. I'm a guy that keeps a bunch of different bags of coffee in my kitchen. And I usually know what it is, and I'll tell you, it'll be the pumpkin spice or the cinnamon dolce or the Sumatra or this or that, this type of coffee or that type of coffee. And honestly, I did not make this pot of coffee. And I hate to say, when I'm so sleepy, I couldn't determine the differences, the subtle tastes. I know it's not the pumpkin spice. I'm betting. it's the hazelnut, but I'm not totally sure because it's Seattle's best hazelnut. If it was the Starbucks hazelnut, I'd know the difference. But anyway, enough about the coffee. Let's get back to talking. I'll have one more sip. So how you guys doing? How you feeling? How'd you sleep? I slept amazing. I was up a couple times during the night. I got up around 1 and I got up around 4 and I thought about getting up for the night and was feeling so comfortable in bed. And there's been times over the last few years I've leaned on like positive affirmations to get me through particularly anxious times or stressful times or hard times. And I wasn't feeling any of those last night. But I've talked about it before. I've developed a lot of tools that can get me through the hardest day and the hardest times and the most challenging times. And I've realized that if you use positive affirmations or prayer or faith or belief or hope or just some of the good things I've been working on, when things are going pretty well in life, I think it can take you to the next level. And for me, the next level was a little more sleep. So at 4 in the morning, I popped on this kind of hypnotic positive affirmations voice that I listened to. I was repeating after him in my mind as he'd say good things about me. And next thing I knew it was 2 hours later and I drifted off to sleep. And it just felt so good. It felt so good. And I think a lot of times, a lot of us don't probably get the sleep we need, or we think we can tough it through it with 5 hours, and maybe you can in a night or two. But I'll bet you there's studies out there that show that, healthy sleep is a healthy life. And that a good night's sleep is probably as important as diet or exercise to your overall well-being. And if you work on all three at once, I think there's probably no limit to what you can do. And again, I'm looking forward to seeing what I can do and what I can do with this day and with my life and with this cup of coffee. And gonna take Holly out for a walk in a bit and gonna enjoy the walk and enjoy the cool, crisp morning. And I can't believe it's still dark out and it's 6:15. Seasons are changing and the days are changing and life's changing. And I think it's important you keep your eyes open and keep moving forward, because a lot of times that's the hardest thing. When we're in our darkest places, sometimes we can't imagine the sunshine. But you keep taking those steps and you keep moving forward and you find some tools and you put them in your toolbox to get you through those hard times, like faith or like hope or like belief or like positive affirmations or goodness or kindness. And you keep on walking, you keep on trudging, and you end up to a lot sunnier spot, I'll promise you. So I'm going to leave you with that. One more sip of coffee. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful night's sleep. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you are excited about your day. Your week started off great yesterday. You're in a good place. You had a great night's sleep. You're feeling good about who you are. And even if you're out there listening to this right now, struggling with things and not feeling good about who you are, I promise you, I've been there. And just keep going and do your best to smile and do your best to move forward and do your best to have a productive day. So hope you're feeling good. I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you're forgiving yourself. And as always, tune in at 8 o'clock today for my live video on TikTok. I have a lot of fun with that. Whoops, I talked too long. My backlight went out. I apologize. But anyway, I hope you're feeling good. Hope you're loving yourself. Hope you're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.